Guys, welcome to another episode of Market Overview. It's now Tuesday, 5th of April. The time is 11:45 GMT. In this video, I just want to show you guys a few pairs. I'm going to show you the trades I've taken this week, and I'm going to show you what I think is or will be the direction of the pairs. So let's just start out with the Euro USD. The reason I haven't been posting, yes, and I want to get this out there. The reason I haven't been posting on TradingView is because I've been having problems with TradingView. I got that sorted out, so I am able to post right now. So I will be posting trades and trade setups I will be taking this week. So on the Euro, just a quick on the Euro. I believe, let's check out the 4 hours. We're gonna be sticking to the 4 hours. So right now there are two options. Of course, like always, we could go up here, and this is the area I will be taking a look at, this red box right here. It's also quite possible that the market will continue, and it could continue all the way into this area right here. Right, so that's a possibility. The Euro wasn't something I wanted to show you, but the red box up here, if the Euro keeps pushing up like it has been doing for the last few weeks, this is the area that I will be taking an interest in. But I wanted to show you on the pound dollar. This is the setup on the pound dollar. I have a long position on the pound since what was it, Thursday or Friday. Fortunately, I hit my first target, so I am at break even. I believe that I am just about to be stopped out right now, and that's fine. On the pound dollar, if the pound keep pushing down, I will be taking a look at this area right here. You can also see that we have I thought we had a Gartley pattern setting up here, since we have the touch of the 618 right here, but we don't have the touch of the 618 right here, right? So it's just touched the 50%, so not a Gartley for me. Nevertheless, we have an ABCD pattern on the 4 hour coming into this area. If you look left, you can see this box right here, and the line I drew, this blue line, you can see the structure right here, 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 and here, just below here and here. So this is an area I will be taking a look at for a long, right? A counter trend, a typical counter trend move. Let's continue. I'm gonna go through this pretty quick. These pairs. So on the dollar yen. So this is on the 4, and I got to go and clean up this chart. This is what has been happening on the pound dollar. I want you to take a notice of these, of the yellow line right here, and the purple line. As you can see, this was an area, or this is an area right here. You can see the wicks. So as you can see, the market has pushed through 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5, pushed through the 5th structure point. or for most recent structure points. This could be 1. I'm just counting the wicks right here, 1 and 2, if you were wondering. So what I believe will happen, and actually, let me remove this, and in this words is beginning to happen, is that I think that the market will push up into this level right here and continue. This is a simple trend continuation trade. If you are able to get into this level right here, this is where I will begin to try and look for a short opportunity, right? But here's the thing. Here is the thing, guys. If the market just takes a green candle, green, and pushes all the way up here, our problem becomes, where do we place our stops, right? Because per our rules, our stops need to be above structure. So here's one. It's not a preferred one, and here is the structure points, right? So, and obviously we can't place our stops above this and shoot for this. So on the lower time frames, I will be taking a look at something that could give us a better risk to reward and a better entry, and some place I could put my stops in. And a example of that would be on maybe the 1 hour, probably not the 1 hour, more probable on the 15 minutes. If we get the market to move, let me just draw this in here so you will understand. So let's imagine that we've dropped down to the 15 minutes, right? And the market does something like this, like this, like this, right? So we have an uptrend going on the 15 minutes, right? That could be this one move on the 4-hour, right? You gotta understand and know the difference between the time frames, because we can't look for a double top right here, because this is obviously a downwards move, and a double top is not searched or looked for in a pullback. But if you drop down a time frame, this could be interpreted the pullback, and we could look for a double top right here, thus placing our stop somewhere above and shooting for some targets on the 15. Right? I hope you're getting this. But that's on the pound. On the dollar yen. Let's continue. I don't really remember what I drew in. Same thing on the pound yen. We have that ABCD pattern, and I want you to, let me auto scale this, and I want you to take a look at these two areas right here. This is of course this structure area right here, which will be the first area I will be looking for a long, but also this would be, you can say, more of a safe area, because here we know if the market breaks through this one, we still have this one to possibly go long off, right? If the market breaks through this one, we know we are wrong, right? So be careful when just don't, or I'm not gonna be placing a limit right here just for a short or for a long, because the market could obviously push a little lower until this level right here, and this is the second level I will be taking a look at. So that's on the pound yen. The euro yen, I don't really remember if I have something there. Nope. On the euro, I'm just gonna show you guys if you can see this whole area right here. You can see obviously there is struggle. The market comes down, 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 just a little lower, and then shoots up. So obviously somewhere in here there is a struggle, and you can see that the candle has begun going green. We have the RSI extremely oversold right now. Taking a trade that looks something like this, if you're just shooting for small targets, is possible, because it's highly likely that we will do something. If the market is going to continue down, it's highly likely that we will do something like this. And I take that off of break of these areas right here. Not a obvious point, not an obvious break, right? If we say that an obvious, if an obvious break is something like this, you can obviously see that the market breaks right here, because it's pretty and triangle shaped. But here it's a little more subtle, and it's in a matter of opinion if you would consider this a break or not. But obviously, if you're looking for a clean break, this would be the point right here. If the market breaks through this point right here, I would consider that a clean break. We have this area, or this point, this point, this point. It's not; these points are not as obvious as I would like to see them, right? Continuing on, New Zealand dollar. This is what I have on the New Zealand dollar, this trend line right here. Obviously the market has, you can see it a little better right here, broken through. If we're expecting the market to go a little lower, this is a likely scenario. We would gonna hit this trend line right here, push up to about this area right here. We have the structure right here as well, and do something like this, right? Possible. If we are continuing as we have been doing before, the market is hitting this trend line and just going up to, so we could make a little channel right here, something like this, right? And the market is going to do something like this, make a new structure high, right? That's what it has been doing for the last few weeks, as you can see. Let me remove that. And if the market is going to continue in this channel-y looking thing, this is what these two ways to trade it, to shoot for the structure right here if the market is going to continue down, or shoot for a break right here. Maybe the highs would be a decent place to place targets. We can see that the RSI is extremely oversold. Am I gonna be taking a trade right now? No, because not on the 4 hour at least. Let's check out the 1 hour. Do have a little harmonic move happening in here, if you can see it. No, I was thinking about this one. It's not a, like so, right into that structure line. Obviously have some fibs as well. Let's check out our retracement. we hit on the, we are between the 618 and the 786, so I don't really have an, we are extremely oversold here. It's not a bad idea to think about a long right here, but I'm just concerned about this really strong move down. I am going to, and of course, where in the hell should we place our stops? This right here could be, we could hide our stops below this area right here, and this one right here. Let's see if we can make this risk to reward work. If the market comes down here, 38, 53. I mean, if I'm here, I would wanna place my targets somewhere on here, and then we're way off on the risk to reward. But let's place our targets right here. 25. It's 40. Somewhere on here. And if we're shooting for maybe this structure point, I mean, you could make this risk to reward work doing something like this. It's not a bad risk to reward. I'm gonna think about this one. I don't wanna spend all the time because I'm trying to make this a short video. But this is absolutely an idea. The dollar CAD, I just forgot to show you my my trades, or my trades this week. I got long on the dollar CAD right about here. I took profits off right here. It was 30, what was it? 31.20, 31.30, I think. I took profits, so I'm out of the trade. Boo-hoo, because it's continuing to push up. But I had a win on the dollar CAD, and I had also a win on the let's just on the US, on the Aussie, what was it, Aussie CAD or Aussie dollar. I'm gonna show you guys that in a minute. But let's continue on to the dollar CAD. This is the dollar CAD. Let's check out the 4-hour. You can obviously see my thought process right here. Another simple trade setup. We have an ABCD into our structure point right here. And if the market is going, it will push to this level somewhere in here, I will be thinking about a short right here. For you trend line guys out there, what was it? Could we make this work? I'm gonna take, because I saw a post on our group, on our Facebook group, and we had a trend line question. So I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. The problem with trend line is this: you can basically make them work every time, like so. You can see how the market is hitting this trend line, boom, boom, and is hitting it right now. And the problem is people tend to go into panic mode and short right here because of this trend line. But I mean, I can make this trend line work almost anywhere, right? If I move it up to my idea of a short, you can see that the trend line is hitting here. Boom, 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 right? I can even could go to this one. Right? My problem is with the trend lines, I can make them work basically every time if I want to, right? Because it's just a matter of moving the line. And then when you get to the thingy right here, if I'm taking the highest point, you can see that I hit right here, boom, I hit right back, boom, I break above. What are you going to do? Are you going to go long just because you broke above this trend line? If you did, obviously, you went back down. And then the same thing happens, you break above, and then you should go long, right? It creates too much conflict, for me at least. But of course, there are plenty of people that trade these trend lines. And I use the trend lines, like in the previous examples, for a just an addition to what I'm thinking, to my analysis, right? If it happens to be like in our previous example that I get a nice risk to reward off a trend line and I see that the market has been hitting that line a few times, sure, if I have something else as well. So to you, if you're watching the video, that we're talking about the trend lines, and I believe that the question was because the trend line was breaking through a lot, but you still maintained a few points. Is it a valid trend line? And that's what I'm saying. It's just a matter of how you are drawing it in. It's objective. That's the problem with these trend lines, right? And let's check out the, what was it, daily? I was drawing in the trend line. Yep. As you could see right here, this was an old trend line, but on the daily, a trend line, room, right here. Could I make it go any further? No. But you can always find spots to make the trend line work, right? So in this case, we break the trend line. If I go short, yes, I would have made money, right? But like I said, it's just a matter, and if you're interested in this trend line trading, you're gonna have to test it out, go through the market and see if these trend lines actually work. And I think it's gonna be a hard thing to check out and test, because like I said, you can always move the line in your favorite, right? You can always make the mind see your because you've decided already, right? Let's go back to the 1 hour. If you're a trend line guy and you want to get short right here on this pair, you've already decided I want to go short, right? Then it's just a matter of making your trend line in your favor, like so, or not like so, like something like this, right? Then you can see, oh yeah, I have a point, I have a point, I have a point. I am at a point right now. Oh, it didn't quite break through. Then you're just gonna be doing something like that. Oh, no, like so. Oh, it didn't break through. I have this point right here. So I'm gonna short this bitch right now. Boom. Just because of my trend line. And that's what I'm saying. You've already decided. You could have skipped the trend line, the whole process, and just gone short right now. But I'm not saying the trend line is bad. Don't don't misunderstand me. I use the trend lines, but as an add-on, and I'm going to advise you to do the same, because yeah, that's just what I think. Going short right now, the market is probably going to do something like this. So if you're looking for a short target and you're gambling, sure, you could do you could go short and maybe get a profit, right? But that's not what I would like to do. And of course, we are all different. If you want to, and don't take these videos as a signal service and you have to do exactly what I do. This is just my opinion, and you are free to do whatever. So this is basically my idea on the dollar CAD. Of course, the most important thing is this structure point here and the risk to reward I will get if the market pushes up. So let's continue. The Aussie CAD. That was, and here you can see an example of a trend line, right? Did I break through? Right, if the market was right here, I broke through the trend line. Do I go short? Then I would get this in my face, right? Of course, the market could be indicating that it has broken the trend line and is continuing down, right? You can see that the candles right here. You can see the struggle happening. So if you're looking for a short, this would be a nice short, but we don't have the where do we place our stops? That's the main problem with that, with the trend continuation and the trend following. I hate it. I see it every time I look at the market, and this was probably the most annoying. I'm gonna check out the dollar CAD. Yep. All right. I'm just gonna make sure this was the trade I was involved with. But let's continue on the Aussie CAD. Yeah, like I said, I was looking at this Sunday. We got the struggle right here, and you can just see the struggle, and I thought to myself, well, the market is probably going to go short because of all you can see the wicks. I think I talked about these in the last video, and what do you know? Of course, the market went short, and that's the thing. You can't really be sitting in your chair just kicking yourself. Oh, I would have made all this money, right? Because I didn't really have anything. Of course, I had the wicks right here, and everything, but not much more than that. I was too late to make the risk to reward work, because I wouldn't be shooting for all the way down here. But right now on the Aussie CAD, you have the trend line. If the market is going to be acting like the trend line has been acting, you would have gone long right here, right? And maybe you made some profit, but I believe we broke this point. I would like to see a break of this point right here, and even this point right here, just to confirm that the market is in fact going out of this channel-y thing, this upward. We can draw this in right here, right, like so. Maybe a crooked channel, like so. Is the market going to go short or not? You can see, check out this candle right here. Right, obviously there is a struggle. We came back down and got sucked back up. So there is something here that is protecting this area, right? And probably, or not probably, I hate using that word. We could go up and check out these. The same thing as we discussed before. If we continue in this channel right here, doing something like this, boom, boom, we could go on forever. Who knows? Who knows? But like I said, I would like to see a break of these 3 points right here. Maybe the market would do something like this. If we are going to continue in, not continue, if we are going to go, if the market is going to go lower, right? And then we have some points right here. We could shoot for targets and stuff like that. If we were really a long term, I would shoot for all the way down here. Right, so, but other than this channel looking thingy, not much happening on the dollar CAD. Let's check out the Aussie dollar. That's the other trade I went short on, and obviously I had the pound dollar bad pattern from last week, so I went short right about here, and let me take, what was it, Sunday? Sunday is, what date is it? 5, 4, 3. I was taking a look at this on Sunday. Yeah, it was here. Damn it, where was it? I think it was 31st. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was here. Damn it. Keep losing it. Right here. Alright. Right here I went short. Boom. This candle, I think. The reason I went short is first and foremost the risk reward. I went above this and this high, and I took profits right here. Boom. This was my trade. So could have gone longer, made more profit, but I wasn't comfortable going below this point right here. So I took my whole position off right here. Let me check something out. I have this because I was changing, because I was moving to a new office. Yep, because I was moving to a new office, I had to install this Windows thing on my Mac because my PC is a what is called floor computer. It's not a laptop, and the internet, the cable, I don't have a cable to connect from the wireless thingy or from the hub to my computer, so I haven't gone out and bought this. It's a simple USB wireless thing. I just have to go out and buy it so I can use my table PC for Ninja Trader. But in the meantime, I installed this. Windows thing on my Mac, or I've had it installed, so I'm just using it again. It's called WMWare Fusion. Pretty nice. When I didn't have the PC, I was just using that, and that's fine. I'm just saying you guys this because the other day I told you I couldn't show you my account, and I can now, but I don't want to. And if you have a problem with that, I don't really give a shit. So yeah, and this video is becoming extremely long. So I went through all the pairs. I told you what I think. On the Aussie dollar, I believe that the market is going to be continuing in this downward move until at least this point right here, and then we have these big structure level down here that we will be taking a look at if the market comes down to that. But like I said, this video is getting too long, and I am still working on the live stream thing on Twitch. I have downloaded what I need, so now it's just a matter of doing it, and I don't know when I'm gonna be doing that. So probably I'm gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna be sending you guys information about that. So I hope this was a nice video and you learned maybe something, and I'll see you in the next one.